Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. How's it going, boxers? Hope you're all doing really well. I am just checking out this. I'm just checking out this template that Zurich shared with me that he made. It's an auto aim template. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, really awesome auto aim template, BB template here. And I'll go ahead and just show you real fast. He can choose to share it with you on Discord if he wants, but I don't think he'll mind if I just, quickly show how it's done. So first, let's go ahead and just play it and let's take a look. So we've got, here, let me widen it out a little bit, or hold on. Actually, no, 8's fine. Okay, perfect. So we have the character here, and we can touch rotate. And so what we're trying to show you right now is that the character auto aims. So if I aim towards an enemy, it'll automatically shoot the enemy. So if I rotate like this, and as soon as I get close to the enemy, it shoots, right? So if I go like this, it'll just shoot the enemy. So I really love this, and the way that this is done is we go, okay, if we collide, right? We have a second timer, right, and then we spawn. We spawn a bullet, right, and it goes firing. And you see here that the collision shape here is a cube, and it says, okay, if we collide with an enemy, then we want to fire a bullet. So, but you may look at this and be like, okay, well, how am I colliding with the enemy, right? Because my character, my little white character, it's not even getting close to colliding with the enemy. So how is that happening? So then you take a look at the collision shape mode, right? And then you can see, oh, okay, here we go. This is the collision shape that's colliding with the enemy, and that is what's triggering the fire. So one suggestion I might make, and this is a fantastic job, good job, Zurich. One suggestion I might make for this when doing something like this is I might tighten it up a little bit, right? Where I might just bring it in just a little bit thinner so that for sure it's more likely to be centered. Like the bullet is going to fire. It's not that the bullet is going to fire from the center. The bullet is going to hit the character a little bit more centered. So let me show you what I mean here. So we'll go ahead and press play, and I'll rotate like this. And you see how the bullet now hits almost like the tip of the enemy. So watch this, right? At the now it hits the point instead of hitting just the side, right? Before it would barely clip it because the collision shape was a little bit wider. So I might even make it even a little bit thinner than this, right? You might take this guy and make it even thinner. But really cool example. I'm really proud of you, man. Good job. I can see you're getting better and better. Now, I do have a question left over from yesterday. I'll go ahead and let's say hi to everybody. Let's see who's on today. Let me just check or see what's going on. All right, who do we got? We got Zurich. Olivia, Wooden Pickle Games, what's up? The cannon experiment you made in the 17 live stream can only shoot in the forward direction. If you aim towards the camera in negative direction, it doesn't shoot forward. Is there a fix? Then let's see here. I think there is. You might want to go ahead and send me the BB doc. I might have to tweak it and look at it. I'm pretty sure you just need to change the orientation around or something like that. Anyways, we'll take a look at it, man. I'll help you out. Yeah, send it over to me through direct message, and I'll try to get to it as fast as I can. I'm really behind on my messages, but I'll do the best I can. Herminator, good morning. Zach, can you please tell me how to make an upgrade button like in the GameCube Surfers? Yeah, sure. Hey, we got TechStream, The Math Awakening, Rajat Singh, Sharifi, Simo. Thank you guys all so much for joining. Dishu, Garav, what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's jump into it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with a question that yesterday. So to move an enemy like themselves like the game Hunter Assassin enemies in a 2D game. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what they're talking about here. Let's pull up the video. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got enemy movement like that, and you got a light, and basically I'm guessing is if you get in the light in their line of sight, it doesn't go too well for you. Okay, cool. We can do that. So let's go ahead. Let's go here to, let's start off with a new game. Let's start off with create 2D template. All right. So what we'll do is we'll use an invisible object that will collide, that'll be the light, but then we'll use a spotlight to create that the actual light, right? So for right now, I'm going to say that the main character is I'm going to say the main character is a rectangle, and I'm going to say the enemy is a triangle. And I think that is, I think that might be good enough. Also, I do want the sort of I want the rounded collision shape, which a triangle does not have as much. So, yeah, I guess I'm kind of stuck with that. Let's stick with triangle for right now, okay? But you want to make your own a little bit of a better shape in Blender or something like that. Okay, cool. Let's keep moving. Okay, so the main character, I'm just gonna give like basic movement stuff. I'm gonna do keyboard buttons for this guy. Or I guess you're asking about the enemy movement is more important, so let's just focus on the enemy movement. Okay, so basically this is pointing forward. Let's use a spotlight. And then let's use this as the ground. Okay. Now color. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Cool. Stretch this out a little bit. Okay. So we need this character to be able to move around. So what I would do is and I would specifically let's say we've got a couple objects that we want to move around, right? Oh boy. Okay. So let's say there's a couple objects that we need to move around. Yeah, that's a bad bug. Okay. So go ahead and stretch this guy out. Now I want to go ahead and circle, let's say kind of walk around this this object. Okay. So first, what I would do is I would give it a position animation. Right? And I would say, okay, I want to go up. I want to go to the right 5, and I want to go up 5. Right? And let's have it be linear, and it could take 2 seconds. It could take a while. So let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so you see it's already kind of starting to walk, right? And then let's say after that, I want it to just go straight, right? So I'll do another position animation. And I'll say, okay, now I want it to go up 5. Okay? And then we go here. So now it's going to go up, just go straight up 5, right? And then let's have it go up 10. And then let's have it rotate. Let's do a rotation, and then let's have it turn left. Okay, rotation animation. And then let's have it turn... I think it's actually not Y. I think it's Z. And I think it's 90. Let's do linear. Yeah, let's do 1.5 or 1 second's good. Let's take a look. Okay, I need to go the other direction. And then let's make this position animation go a little bit slower. Yeah, 3. Okay, and then rotation animation. Then after the rotation animation, let's walk again. Let's do another position animation. Let's go left 5, -5. Let's go 0. Let's not go anywhere there. Or let's go -10, and let's do 3 seconds. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Going up, then the character is going to walk around, and you kind of see what I'm going for here, right? Like, this is like the character is starting to like just, you know, constantly move around, right? So then let's go to let's go down, like rotate again, right? Let's do another rotation. Oops. Let's do another rotation here. Then let's do a position animation again, but let's do, you have to do the opposite of what you did, or else it won't end up being like a perfect circle, right? So you're gonna have to do -10. And then you've got to do one more here. Okay. Another position animation, and this one's got to be -5 and -5. Okay, so let's see here. So we go 5, 5. We go +10. Then we go. Okay. Then we go do the rotation. We do back -10. Then rotate. We go down -10, and then we have to actually go back across. I think -10. Let's see here. So it should be -10, rotation animation, position animation. We do one more rotation animation. And position animation, -10. And I think that's it. We should get pretty close to, let's go ahead and save this as, what was this called? Hunter assassin, enemy movement. Okay, here we go. Let's just take a quick gander of what we've got right now. So we got character going up. This is the enemy, and it's moving around. It's rotating. There we go. Rotating again. Moving down. Rotating. I went the wrong way. Okay, so hold on. So position -10. This needs to go. Let's go. Let's see here. -10. 5. Okay, so we go from that 5, 5 position. We go 5 up 5. We go up 10. Okay, so we've gone up 15. Let's do -15. And then we've gone 5 over. Then we've gone 10 back. And we need to go 5 over again. All right, and then I think this is going to be pretty close. Let's take a look. Okay, it goes up, rotates, goes across, rotates, goes down, rotates, goes across. Okay. And let's see right here, where did we start? Okay, and then we'll rotate again. We'll do one last rotation. Okay, and then we start the whole thing over again. Okay, and so this should in theory just keep going in circles over and over again. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, It's going to just keep going in circles over and over again forever and ever. Okay, so that's the type, that's like what I would do, right? If I were to try to make like some sort of enemy movement like Hunter Assassins. Now, there's two other parts of this. We need to get that spotlight going, right? And then we also need to collision shape, so that when the character is seen by the spotlight, it defeats the character. Okay, so let's do that real fast. Okay, so we're almost done, and then I can move on to the next question. So, do you want to delete this item? No. Hold on. Okay, spotlight. Perfect. Let's go. Let me see something. Huh. Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, 1 second. Oh, yeah, so I guess, Al was suggesting that we could also use paths, but here's the issue is we don't have paths in Buildbox 3. It would need to be in Buildbox 2, which is super easy. I could show you how to do it in Buildbox 2. I'm trying to make these sessions focus a little bit more on Buildbox 3, and we are going to be bringing paths back to Buildbox 3. And Al's right. If you were to do this in Buildbox 2 and BB2, paths would be like so much easier, right? Because then you don't have to use a bunch of nodes. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Now let me see something real fast. Range is 100, and the position, I don't see the spotlight happening is the thing. Okay, 10, spotlight above the circle. No. Okay. Nothing. Spotlight is the triangle. No. Wow. Does the point light work either? Huh. That's weird. Okay. Well, this is what we're going to do. Yes. Okay. So, I'm going to bring in another triangle. This is going to be the spotlight. Railway Canyon use paths. Yeah, I guess you could use paths, but I think Railway Canyon use paths to go through, right? If you go one side, you go through one side and you take the path and you go through and you complete the level. This, I want the character I want one of the enemies to just go in circles forever and ever and ever, which I don't think the path allows for that, is the thing, right? Because you can add a game path, but it's kind of it's different. It's different than paths in BB2, right? So, okay, let me check something. So, animation, let's do opacity, like real light. So, it looks more like a spotlight. And then I'm going to widen this out, flip it around. Okay, and then I'm going to hold Command Shift. There we go. Okay. So we've got like a little spotlight going on here. You make the spotlight a child of the triangle. So watch this. Cool. So we've got the spotlight, right? Spotlight's working. So spotlight's working. Now the next thing I would say is, honestly, you don't even have to make since you're not using the spotlight, like the feature spotlight, you could probably just say, heck, I'll make this physics type kinematic, right? and then I'll say that if the character collides with the spotlight, character's defeated. That's it. Super easy. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just okay. So I'm gonna get rid of the extra stuff here. So I'll get rid of this ring. The circle, I'll just say obstacle. Obstacle. This is just the ground. And then you could do, am I able to add additional rectangles? Nope, I have a bug that I'm dealing with, which is really sad for me. But anyways, okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this real fast. I'll share it in Discord, and let's go ahead and move on to the next question. This one wasn't too bad. That one I was able to get done in 20 minutes, so that's not, I didn't take up too much of the time. I always get bummed out when somebody asks a question and I take super long to answer it. I try to do as much rapid developing as fast as I can. Okay. Now let me get real fast. Literally, I was gonna ask you this question with the spotlight. Something's up with the spotlight, but anyways, this kind of works as a spotlight for right now. Yeah, I do. Okay, you know what, guys? I want to show you something real fast. This is a little weird, but I just want to teach you guys something. So you notice how like it rotates, right? And it rotates in the center point, right? The triangle's like this, and it rotates like this, right? But what if I want the triangle to rotate like that, right? Or like, you know, like I want it to swing wide, right? I'm just going to show you how to do that real fast. Basically, if you take your animation, right, and you lift it up a position of 1, and you do the same thing here with, that's it, actually, that's all you got to do. You do the position of 1, and then you can take the spotlight here. You have to reposition the spotlight a little bit, but yeah, you should be good to go. There we go. Okay, now watch this. Watch this when it rotates. Okay, the rotation is going to be slightly different. You see how it rotates on the outside as opposed to spinning? I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. If you want to change the point at which it rotates, that's how you do it. Okay. Is it possible to make a game? This is from Wooden Pickle Games. Is it possible to make a game that has worlds with aligned scenes for level progression and also have an endless world with randomized scenes for daily challenge in the same game? Yes. And the way you do that is you start off. I'll go ahead and I'll create a new game. Let's go ahead. Let me see something real fast. Let's see. I'm going to actually use. I'm going to use the isometric platformer, or no. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, progression. Okay. Now, how did you ask this question? You said you have some aligned scenes for level progression and also have an endless world with randomized scenes. Okay, so this is what you do. You have a second world, right? Okay, apparently I'm not upgraded to pro, so we'll see this. Hey, actually, Hugh, if you could set it up, so that my account here is set up to pro. I'm at Zack at Buildbox.com. Or actually, hold on. Let me sign in again. Yeah. This will be fun. Let me sign in with my other account. Okay. Dang. Yeah, I guess if you, Hugh, if you could make it so that that Zack Griset at Apple Board has the pro version, so that we can have multiple worlds, that would be really awesome. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm using this other version of the software that was supposed to have the bug fix with the multiple rectangles. It doesn't seem that it has been fixed, but at least it's a little bit better because I can have multiple objects of other shapes and things. Okay, so back to our example. let's press play. We've got this, progression template here, and obviously these go in order. These are aligned scenes. So basically, what you do, right, is if I go to File or if I go to Edit and I go to Randomize Scenes and I press play, right, it's still going to play it in. It's still going to play it in order, right? That's because it's using the level selector node and all that jazz. So that's good. So that's not going to change. So even if the randomized scenes is turned on, the level progression still works because of level selector, right? And you can use the level selector node here and experiment with that and test that out. But what you could do is you create another 3D world, right? And this one will be random. Right, so if I go here, if I just load up this game, and I put, a platform here, you know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll go to my 3D world here. I'll select my ground command here, paste it into here. No, hold on. Dang it. Copy, paste. Thank you. Okay, now there's one scene. Okay, the next scene, we'll make it scene 1. The next scene will have debris in it. The next scene will have diamonds in it. And the next scene will have, scene 3 will have spike enemy in it. Okay, cool. So we've got 3 scenes, 3 random objects. Let's go ahead and press play, and the scenes are going to be random each time. So you see how I like the scenes ahead of it? You see how it's like different each time? So that means you've got a randomized world that you can use, and you've got the level selector node, like progression, where you like one is like story mode and one is endless mode. So there you go. That's how you do that. Okay, next, Zurich, how to make water effects in a 2D game like Happy Glass. Yeah, I gotta check this out. 1 second, because I don't know what Happy Glass is. Oh, new season of It's Always Sunny, huh? Okay, Happy Glass. Ha. This one is going to be tough. Let me go ahead and get rid of my notifications here. All right. Let's see here. I don't know about this one. Let me see. You actually can, I think. Hermanator, the Hermanator, Hermanator. Double check with double check it with Hugh on the question, because Hugh gets the question. So if you're Hugh will probably answer the question. So if Hugh, if you missed his question, please let me know, or please put it in the lineup. Okay, now I think it can be done, and I think actually the best way to do it, so basically like for Happy Glass, right? Al Cox said that he used that like he was able to see it done with custom code. Now I know as far as the drawing, I know that's like pretty much custom. But as far as the water effects, I wonder if we can get some cool water effect though, because essentially the water effect is just spheres, right? So let's try that. Let's do a brand new game, and I'm gonna try to create that water effect real fast. See if I can't make it happen. Okay. let's do this as a bowl. And let's do some circles. Okay. Hey, Hugh, can you find out what's going on with this bug here? Why I'm not able to add extra shapes? And can you make sure that that doesn't happen next week? Because this makes this demonstration process extremely difficult when you cannot add shapes. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. And I can't click it or delete it. Can I delete it? Yeah. Okay. Come on. Nice. All right, we got a circle. That's good. That'll work. All right, this is our water drop. Okay. So let's see here. Let's use this as the water drop. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see what we can do here. 1 second. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's put this sucker out here, this ring. Wow, that image looks super pixelated. Why does it look like that? It looks horrible. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, cool, we go. Now we'll use the collision shape we'll use for this is static, and I don't know if we'll be able to have even the collision shape that I want. Nope, of course not, because the collision shape isn't added when you're adding the shape. Yeah, our 2D development needs some work, for sure. Okay, half ring. We'll add the shape there. Then we go to the 2D world. Go here, go to my half ring. And yeah, let's see if we got the collision mesh shape there. Yes, we do. Okay, now we can use it. But it's off. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get this as close as we can to the actual shape. All right, I don't like the way this looks at all. All right, let's bring this guy out. Cool. All right, this looks way better. Not even close. Okay. So, okay. Now we'll check the collision shape on this guy. Okay, here we go. Collision shape. Nice. Thank goodness. Alright. Now, let's do spheres instead, because I just don't like what's happening here. Or, hold on, let's see if we can drop this in here. Okay, cool. Let's do a little smaller on these guys. And, okay, cool. Let's just see what this looks like right now. Huh. Wow. Okay. All right, we're gonna start fresh. Wow, the software has just been giving me the runaround these last 2 days. My Lanta, not easy, Not easy. Okay. Let's try to make this a little better. Okay, half ring. I must have clicked it too soon. Something must be moving too fast or something. Okay, half ring. Sphere. That's all we want. Okay. So we'll put the half ring here. Okay. Let's rotate. Cool. Awesome. Now, let's make you static. Cool. Collision mesh is a mesh. Good. Mesh. Perfect. Sphere, this is going to be tricky because the position factor, it has to be 0 so that it can't move in the can't move down. It's just going to fall right into this little bowl here. You'll see what I mean. Okay. Okay. Okay, water effects. Cool. Let's make this sphere way smaller on the scale. 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. Same here. 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. Okay. Now, let's do like a water spawner. Just a water spout. Or actually, hold on. Man, I'm getting rocked by this bug. Okay, I'll make a copy of it. Water spawner. Alright, this is dynamic. This is water. Okay. And then one jump up with a little bit of angular velocity, a little bit of randomization built into it. Thank you, Sergey, for getting that done. Thank you for building randomization in. This is exactly why we built it into this. Right, for this example right here is a perfect example. All right, and we're going to just timer spawn and a spawn. Okay, timeout, and it's reset, and then we'll spawn the timeout. We'll just do every second, or we'll do seconds. We'll do 1 second with a 0.5. With a 0.5 randomization. We'll do the water spawn. Cool, and that's it. Okay, cool. It should do little jumps, keep spawning, and then we need a water spawner in here as well. And let's just make sure that this is centered. Cool. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. So way too fast on the jump. Hold on. Okay, let's do 1 and 1. Or, actually, hold on. Let's do 3 and 2. 3 and 2. And then, or actually, let's just do 0 and 3. Yeah, that way it'll go in multiple, or 3 and then 1. Okay, cool. Because we want it to go up. We do want it to go up, but we want it to go left and right. So watch. Interesting that it's not jumping. Okay, and then I'm curious So that's not really like a great water effect. So let's try this. Let's try, okay, no receiving shadow, no casting shadow. Two-sided incandescence. Let's increase that, right? All the way up. Let's do a little higher on the specular intensity and the hardness. Maybe not the hardness. And then, okay, cool. Then the last thing we need to do, let's crank down the scale so that there's a little bit more overlap, right? Watch this. Yeah. Okay, and then, let's see here. So that's water. Now the spawner, I'm just going to make invisible. Spawner is going to have no physics and no model. Okay, now, let's see here. Okay, let's do this a whole lot faster. Okay, let's do just 0.1 on the time and go crazy. Okay. Okay. This is more like a water effect. You see what I'm saying? This kind of looks like water rising a little bit more. So you can get that water effect. Let's take a look at it again. I'm going to kind of change the this is probably not a bad example actually. So let's crank it up like this a little bit more. And so you can see the water filling up. Yeah, that's not bad, right? So if you decrease the scale, it almost looks like water. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking more like water. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that as the example for today. Go ahead and save it. Okay, water example. Kind of like, it's somewhat like Happy Glass, right? Because if you could, like, let's say you just had a bunch of the water right here, right? Like, and you could like touch and rotate and or you could like drop water and like if you could like at least draw something or whatever, or put pieces, place pieces so that when you release the water, it'll all go flying into the cup. I think you can make that happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. That looks a little bit like water. I think that's not too shabby. Okay, that'll at least get you started. All right, Discord, and we'll do some water example, water type movement there. Little water. I guess the secret is to do little water droplets, increase the incandescence, and lower the scale so that it's smaller than it needs to be, so that there's like overlap, right? I think that's the ticket. Okay. Now the next question is Herminator. Zach, can you please tell me how to make an upgrade button like in the game Cube Surfers? Yes, we can. Let's take a quick look at that together, everybody. Cube Surfers. Give me a second. I'm going to watch this. Why is it taking forever? Okay, upgrade button. What's the upgrade button? When do they how do you upgrade? So you upgrade by doing what? Huh. I'm not seeing the upgrade button, man. Okay, so this is the worlds, right? You're in different worlds. Are you talking about like a character shop? Is that what you're talking about? Herminator, you're gonna have to be a little. I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to be a pain in the butt, but I don't understand the upgrade button. I don't know what upgrade button you're talking about. Is it like, huh? That's weird. Okay. Upgrade button for that. Can you get, okay, Herminator, I will answer your question. For sure, I will answer your question. Can you just give me a tiny bit more information, be a little bit more specific about which upgrade button, and tell me if it is a like a character shop or a coin shop. Okay. Next question. I will answer your question, Herminator. I'm very sorry. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. Okay, I'm going to get that taken care of. All right. How to shoot bullets from the angle the character is on. Currently, when the character shoots, bullet spawns and moves straight. But when the character rotates, bullets shoots at the same angle and does not follow the change in the rotation of the character. Well, here's a good example, right? Like, so. Let's take. It's funny because like we actually looked at an example of that's similar a little bit earlier, right? So check this out. This is actually not even my example. This is an auto aim example from Zurich, and basically the way you spawn it, and let's see here. How is he firing the bullet? It's moving. Yeah, it's just a regular move. And then watch this. So basically I rotate, the character fires that way and that way. It depends on which direction I fire the character. So Dishu, let's try this again. I'll show you from scratch, but let's try this. Okay, so let's try 3D game. Yeah, thank you, Hugh. If you can find out from Herminator, or find like I want to answer Herminator's question because I don't want him to think that I'm ignoring him. So okay, let's make the orientation of this cube a little bit more obvious. Okay, oops, my bad. So something like that. We'll have a bullet. Nice. Okay, a bullet, and then we'll do a touch rotate. So let's do. First off, let's go here, do a touch rotate. Cool, let's make sure that that's rotating, okay? Okay, that it is, but I need to get the character to be kinematic. Okay, rotating this way and this way, right? Okay, firing off a sphere. Let's go ahead and let's just move in let's do 20 in the sorry negative 20 in the Y, and then let's just use a timer node and a spawn node. Okay, enable it, spawn timer every 1 second. We'll spawn one of these spheres, which will make kinematic. It will save, and we'll change the color to be a little different. All right, and then we spawn the position offset. We want it to be forward a little bit, so we'll go -2 in there. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's try this. Let's try it as child. Boom. Ah, but then it rotates as it keeps as child. Interesting. Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's see here. Okay. No, I don't like that. Okay. And then, so, yeah. I see what you're saying. Let me see. Follow rotation, man. That's all you needed to do. My bad. Okay. I don't know why that took me forever. Okay, so to answer your question, Dishu Raj Purohit. Okay, the main thing that you have to turn on so that it doesn't just keep going in the same direction over and over and over again is you have to turn on follow rotation so that it will it'll change. It'll change the direction depending on which angle your character. It'll follow the rotation of your character, basically. Yeah. See if we can get it to fire at the camera. Nice. Ha, that's cool. You can fire right at the camera. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just give you this as an example. So the main thing is follow rotation. Remember that one, okay? So save as, follow rotation, firing bullets example. Okay, let's save that, and I'll share that on Discord. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, next question. Thank you, Dishu, for that one. That was a good one. Shrifi Simo. Hey, Zach, how to make objects and platforms like in the game Dancing Road Color Ball Run. All right, let's take a quick look at what that is. Oh, YouTube, you've sold out with those advertisements. Sold out. Okay. Now, the question was how to make objects and platforms like in the game Dancing Road Color Ball Run. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So first off, all right. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look first at just the road, right? So the way you'll do that is with the path, but we got to get the path looking real fancy and real nice like that. So let's start off fresh. Okay, so Herminator, so I just got a little bit more information and clarification. So it looks like your question is how do you create a character shop? So we're actually working on a node and we're working on ways to create a character shop that's going to be super, super easy for you. So we'll try to get to that, as soon as possible. So I didn't want to ignore your question, but yeah, we're gonna need some more time on that. Okay. All right. Now let's get a path going. So first I'll get rid of the grass. Let's add a game path, scene path. Cool. Now let's take a look at just an example of what the texture is going to look like. Now if I take my texture and I do something like this, hold on, let me do an example. So I'll do a square and I'll do a texture like this, and you see part of the texture is a little bit off. Okay, so let's see here. All right, perfect. Okay, so what it does is it custom, okay, no ground, and wait, yeah, anyways, scene path, texture. This is what I want. Here we go. Okay, texture in for the scene path. All right, cool. So look closely at this, okay? So you can see from our scene path that the little white corner that I put here is in the bottom right. So it's going to slap it down on the path just like that. So let's make our path try to look cool. All right, so let's go to Affinity Designer. All right, we'll start off with a square. Okay, hold Shift down so you got that perfect square. Let's get that sucker a little darker. Probably let's take a quick look at that road again. I'm gonna get a screenshot of it. Okay, so let's just get a little glance at it like that. Cool. Now let's put that away. What the heck? That was weird. Anyways, so we want to get this sucker looking like that. Okay, let's try to see what we can do here. Okay, so it looks like it's a kind of like a dark purple, right? In the middle. Real dark. Yeah. Kind of a dark, real dark purple. Jeez. Okay, and then it looks like it's got a light, it's got some strips on the outer edge that are pretty bright. So let's go ahead and do those. Okay. Let's get those right about there. And then change the, I'm going to go big with this for a second, guys, so you guys can see this. Okay, so let's go color changing on that. And it looks like it's a kind of a white, bright white glowing effect. Let's do a color outer glow. Let's do white. I don't know if that actually is going to do anything. Hold on. And then the radius. It's got a little bit of a glow, right? So let's do that. Okay, cool. Something, it's a little bit more brighter, a little bit more neon. So I want to get kind of like a brighter color. Yeah. So let's see here. Bright out. Let's go with, I think this will be okay for right now. I think I'm going to get like a little bit of inner glow going. Let's see here. Okay, inner glow. Yeah. A little bit brighter and a little wider. Yeah, I think. Okay, cool. And then outer shadow, outer glow, outline. Yeah, there's a lot going on with this. As you can see, the color overlay, not complete. Yeah, see, it's interesting what's going on here. Anyways, so, okay, so we've got a little bit of a glow here. Let's just use that for right now. Then put that on the other side. Then we've got these real light, like real light, not even squares, but let's just use them. Let's do something like this, and then we'll make it a color. Let's see here. Let's make it a low opacity and darker. Yeah, something like that. Okay, cool. And then we'll do, I think, like just one tile right here in the middle, just in the dead center like that. Yeah, I gotta make sure it's centered. Cool. Okay, now it's centered. And then the last thing that we need to do here is we need like a little bit of a gradient on the outer edges, I think. Let me see here. Either that or we're gonna have to do a glow. Let's go ahead and change this up a little bit. Elliptical, radial, conical. Let's do linear, and then let's add in, let's see here. Let's add in one. There we go. Okay, cool. So inner one, we do that dark purple, right? Something like that. Then it's a slightly lighter purple on the outside. So over here, it's like a purple, but it's kind of like that a little bit more, right? And then the same thing with this guy. It's like that purple again, but like lighter, right? So something like this. Okay, that's not completely perfect. Let me fix that a little bit more. Yeah, let me do something like this, and then there we go. Okay, now, so there we go. We've got like kind of more of a road here. So then we group them together, and then we export this out as a slice. Hold on, something happened. That was weird. Okay, let's do something like this. Let's do... okay, ungroup. No outer glow on these guys. Let me see. Because you got to make sure that this thing is you have to make sure that it's right to the edge. Because if it's not, so let's try road example. Road example. If it's not to the edge, it won't look good. It's not gonna be right. So let me try this again. Here we go. Road example. Yeah, you see how it's black on the outside? That's because of the special weird effect on the out stuff. So we got to fix that. Hold on one second. I'm going to completely change this part. Ungroup. Yeah, this part goes. And we're going to do it again. Okay. Let's just do something like kind of a whiter color. And the opacity all the way white. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then there's got to be a little bit more of like a probably want to go a little bit lighter with it and get like a glow going. But for just like for the example today, I'm going to just use this. But you'll want to like dial in the look of this, right? Obviously, I'm just doing this in 5 minutes, so it's kind of fast. So let's just check out road example and replace it. Okay, cool. Now, let's try that again. That should look a lot better. Okay, then, oops. So then we can do more tiles, right? You can, oops. Okay, and you see how like now the road is extended and you can get like kind of that look, those little lines there in the middle. And then you can also stretch out these guys. So let's grab both of these guys and go like this and make the path bigger, right? We can take one end here, make it go stretchy, and then you can get that like real road thing going on where you're like rotating and stuff. You know, that kind of thing. So that's the road, right? That would be like what you're looking for. Yeah, that would be like how you create one of your roads. And then you said something about creating objects, right? Okay, now the last thing that's a little tricksy is like, let's take a look at that color run example, and you'll see that there's balls that have these stripes. And let's take a look at that, because I don't even know how to do it, but I think I got a good idea. So let me see. Okay. Usually I can make stuff up on the go and it works out pretty good. So let's take a look here. All right, so first off, I'm going to start off with something brand new. Okay. Oops, sorry. New, general, discard changes. Let's get rid of this sphere. Let's get rid of that. Let's add a sphere. Cool. Now, the only thing is the sphere is never smooth. It's like, yeah, that's as close as you can pretty much get to it getting like super smooth. Yeah, I still have to figure out how to make the perfect sphere in Blender. Let me take a look at the circle. Okay, circle movement. Yeah, circle is just a circle. Yeah, sorry. Delete the circle. Okay. Anyways, so let's grab a texture, right? Let's grab a stripey texture. So let's do something like this. Let's do like that. And then another one, like some stripes in there. Let's do, there we go. Some stripes. Here. Okay. This does not look good, but you get the point. Okay. We've got a stripe texture. So let's group that, slice it up, export it out, stripe texture. Okay. Next, we got to get into Blender and see if we can't get some mapping done. So first off, okay, you go down here to the bottom, this little bottom world, and you click New, right? You click the little add little texture or add material. Then you select base color, and let me move this to the left just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There's a little white dot, white dot here next to base color. You select that, you go select image texture. Okay, then you open up the image texture that we just had, and where is it? Hold on. Stripe texture, thank you. It's in alphabetical order. I'm a dummy. Okay, stripe texture. Now you can't see the stripe texture because you're not looking at the material yet. So there we go. We've got the stripe texture. Now the only problem is this looks like a freaking beach ball, and it doesn't look like the stripe that you want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch this up a little bit. So let's go in this corner. Let's pull out a second window. This is kind of tricky to do because you have to go into this corner. I'm going to try to zoom in here so you can see this. You go into the corner until your mouse looks like this. See the cross? See it's a cross like that? That means you can pull out and grab a second window. Like I just split it into two right now. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to change this one to UV editor. Let's select the stripe texture. Let's zoom in here. Let's put this sucker in edit mode over here and select some faces. And oh my goodness, all the faces you would have to do. Okay, so anyways, oh my Lanta. So if you wanted to do this, you would need to do, let's see here, like you could, you could reposition this. So you could say, okay, I want to select faces here. I select this face, I press G, and I move it right here. And then when you go into this guy, you can now you're starting to build the stripes, right? You can start building the stripes by mapping it to the colors that you want. Now I gotta say though, the bevel seems to be counterproductive. It did not help. It almost made it like it's even more difficult. So I'm curious. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete this whole thing. I'm just gonna try this. Delete. Let's try adding in another sphere. Sorry, UV sphere. All right, and then yeah, smooth. Yeah, that doesn't, the smooth doesn't really work either. I'll have to ask Nick and find out like exact, because he makes the spheres look so beautiful, right? They look just like smooth and perfect, and I have to ask him how he does it. Anyways, all right, so this is what you'll do. You'll go here, put it into edit mode, you select your faces, and then you just like say, okay, this is what I'll do. I'll hold command, I'll select all my faces like this, right? Okay. Just like that. And then I'm going to go, okay. So, select all. Then, G. Go ahead and move it into there. I'd probably select that guy, and then I'd probably just select this one. Maybe move that a little bit down, you know, so that it's not right on the edge like that, just like that. And then look, check it out. Here we go. Oh wait, I gotta map this thing. I gotta make sure that it's using the image texture. Perfect. Open. Desktop. Stripe. Texture. Open image. There we go. There's the stripe. And then you can go ahead and start changing like the mapping, right? So, like, okay, the only problem is that it's like, it's all mapped towards the center. It's hard to get the lines like that. Let's try. Oh, I got an idea. How about this? What about this, guys? Check this out. I have an idea. Take this guy. Oops. Sorry. Take this guy. Let's try rotating it. Cool. Now, let's export this again. Stripe, or let's just let's do stripe rotate. Okay. Export. Select. Choose stripe rotate. Stripe rotate. Hey, there we go. Look, it works. Cool. Will that work for Buildbox too? What if I just try this in there for Buildbox right now? Hold on. So if I add a sphere. Okay. If I add a sphere in here, I lift it up and zoom in, and I add a texture like this. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. And then this texture. Okay, so you got a beach ball versus the lines ball. So I would just take the texture and rotate it. Hey, that looks pretty sick. That looks pretty good. Like, right? Because then you just rotate it like this. Right? And then you've got those spinning balls. Just like that. Yeah, you just rotate it like that, and you've got those images. Okay, cool. I think that looks pretty solid. I'll go ahead and I'll share that with you right now. 1 second. So this is a color road texture look example. Okay. And then I'll give you the texture as well, just so you can kind of play around with it. Okay, there's that. And then this is the stripe texture, but I would make my own. I would just make my own stripe texture. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Hugh. All right, next question. This is going to be the last question, I think, for today, guys. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. All right, so, or I'll see if I can knock out a couple more of these. We'll see how much time I have left. Okay. So Alcox, let's see here. Sorry for that question. How do you make an invisible UI button that rotated between the 3 different camera positions each time the button's pressed? UI button node plus state plus camera position. Okay. So you're saying you want an invisible UI button that rotates between 3 different camera positions each time the button's pressed. Okay. So, oh man, that's a great question. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be interesting. All right. So, go ahead. Let's do create new 3D game. Nice. Hey, Math Awakening, you got the BB3 Pro. That's awesome. Did you do the summer sale? Did you take advantage of the summer sale? Because, yeah, if you didn't, you should call support and see if you still can. I bet you they would hook you up. If you just got it recently, that's really awesome, dude. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. Definitely then, if you have the Pro version, I would definitely start experimenting with multiple, like what you can do with multiple worlds, because that's one of those things that you can test out in the Pro version that you can't in the free version, right? So, okay. UI button. Okay. So we need a UI button. That's a, yeah, UI button. Okay. This is going to be camera changing button. Camera change button. And then, okay, camera change button. Let's make it invisible, right? So I'll just go ahead and put it up here at the top, all right? So basically, if I touch anywhere on the top, Al, button's pressed. Cool. Next, we have to have an object in the scene to be able to use the UI button. So let's throw in some UI buttons. Okay, there it is. It's enabled. The object can be invisible. Like, we don't even necessarily need the 3D model. You just have to have an object in the scene. All right, and then camera rotation, camera position, camera zoom. Let's do camera shake as well, maybe. Okay, now, the question was 3 different camera positions each time the button is pressed. Okay, yes. Hold on, there's plus state, plus camera position. There's something about signal invert. Signal threshold, signal. Okay, hold on. It's one of these guys. Because you do need a state, right? You do need a state machine. But it's about, so this is like camera 1, camera angle 1. Camera angle 2. Camera angle 3. Okay, now, so you'll start off, right? You'll start off with camera angle 1, and then, you know, or you don't even need to have the camera angle 1 necessarily hooked up the first time, I guess. Or maybe you do. Maybe it would be good. Anyways, then signal time threshold, time delay, pass only, true, false, signal invert. Okay. Oh man, I'm so close to figuring this out. So basically, you need to have something like set up so that each time you press it, it it switches, right? You know, something like this, right? Where it's pressed and then each time it like has like one threshold, or it's like a single event or something like that. I can't remember. I'll have to double check actually, Al, on this one. And then you have like, okay, well then once you press it again and it does this thing, and then you do it again and it does this thing, and you do it again and it does this thing. Let me see here. Let's experiment around. Let's hook it up so that it's hooked up to the camera change button. Okay, so it starts off with that. Hey, check it out. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got it so close, dude. So, first, hold on. Yeah, it starts shaking right at the beginning. Let's not do that. Let's start off with just pressing the buttons. Oh, wait. Okay. So the camera shake happens automatically, even if it's, alright. So I pressed it once, camera shake, didn't do anything. Pressed it 2, it did the rotation. Pressed it 3, it did the position animation. Now the next part is the part that's freaking messing up, though, Al, is that I press it again and it just keeps doing the last one. It just keeps doing the position animation at the end there. So we need to, it's like, shoot, let's try. Okay. Okay, so pressed and only so okay, let's try this. Shoot. That would no, if I had it set to true. No, I couldn't do 3 options with a true false like that. I would need I need a third shoot, because what I was going to do is I was going to do a signal invert, right? So it's like one's true, the other 2 are false. Then once I press again, then I turn the first one off, and then but I can since I only have true or false, that means I can only set the other 2 to I can only set the other 2 to false again. How do you reset the threshold? Signal time threshold. Signal. Interesting. Let's, okay, so if I do signal threshold, and then if I do signal threshold, and I go like this, and then I, after the last one is done, and I cycle through and I say, the signal is enabled again? No, that's not going to work. So there's this camera shake, rotation, position animation, over and over and over. Okay, so it needs to go here. No, it's just going to keep going forever and ever. Shoot, it'll just keep going again and again and again. You know what? I'm going to try to, shoot, I'm so close. We're so close right now. Because it's going through them, but I just needed to go back to the top again, right? So, like, let's do signal invert. No. Signal invert didn't work either. Okay, you know what, Al? We're super close. I'm gonna go ahead and just give this to you as an example. I actually need to hop off right now today, guys, because I'm super swamped with meetings. I have a couple other trainings I have to do today. So I'm gonna hop off for today. We're just gonna do an hour and a half today. But I've got a couple other questions that I want to acknowledge. I have one that I need to finish from Al right now. We're very close to finishing it. I'll probably just shoot you an email or on Discord or something. And then Me Series, he asked, how can I add a force system? Like when I tap and hold on the screen, a force bar will increase when I release the player. It will move with the power of the force. That is done through is touched and a timer node. I'm going to have to show you that in the next session, but it can be done. And then how can an enemy car follow the player car? That can also be done through like a gravity or gravitate node. Let's see here, gravitate. That'll work as well. And anyways, I'm gonna have to show you next live stream. So I've got 3 good questions or 4 good questions. I also got from Super Egregious how to create a loading bar in the UI or the splash screen. Actually, I'll just show you how to do that real fast because that one's super easy. You go here to the start, and then you just add in a loading bar like that. Okay, so you go to. So I just want to answer that. We'll end on that one. And then Saroja and Me Series and Al, those are a little bit more involved. I'm going to have to get to those a little bit later. But yeah, Super Gujus, you just go to your start node there, grab a loading bar, drag it out into your scene. Drag it out into the UI. Okay. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the live stream. We got through some good questions today. We did a pretty good amount. We did the road texture, the follow rotation, firing the bullets. You got to make sure you have follow rotation turned on. We got a good looking kind of like a water look for a Happy Glass game type thing. Hunter assassin enemy movement. We kind of worked on like getting some position animations and movement around it there. So it was a good live stream today, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday. I hope you enjoy the weekend. We're going to be announcing the winners of the Game Jam next week, and Game Jam winners next week. And there was also an update to the software is coming very soon as well. Awesome. Thank you guys so much, and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.